All right, I see the button. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started now. Welcome. This is Keck with Builderall, information products, digital marketing training and support specialist, hosting the Tuesday night training, the institution of Builderall. Today is March 2nd, 2021. And today we're going to be talking about a face-to-face or one-on-one affiliate marketing strategy. This is something that Eric mentioned, I think a week and a half ago or 2 meetings ago in the affiliates meeting. And, he mentioned it by saying, this is what the top affiliates in Builderall are doing. They're doing this kind of thing. And then it went on to say, you guys should do it too. And he talked about it just for maybe 10 minutes or so. So I want to kind of expand on that a little bit, show you how it would look to build it out, what it would involve, and how cool it is. All right. So before we start, any questions? Any first timer here? First time to our Tuesday night training? All right, good. Well, welcome. Let's get to it then. I'll go ahead and share my screen. Yeah, this one. Okay, and let's see. We don't need this. So let me see. Are you seeing the my Telegram now? Is that where you're seeing, Gene?
Yep, that's
Okay.
what I
All
see.
right. All right. Very good. All right. So let me get rid of that. I won't be messaging during the Telegram. All right. So I'll bring this over, and this is okay. So here's the Cheetah Funnel Builder. And this is just going to give us kind of our plan, our outline for what we're going to do here tonight for this strategy. And let me just get my screen in here a little better. All right. So now just this is like a different use for using the funnel builder, the Cheetah Funnel Builder. I'm just using it kind of as a map, just mapping it out. I'm not caring about what they're called because I just bring in one page like this. If you right click on it, you can name it whatever you want here. Okay, so just so you know, I've just kind of used it as a mapping tool like that. So the strategy starts with your bridge page, your main page, whatever page it is that you want to send people to when they're interested in Builderall and you want to, go further with them. So it could be just a squeeze page, a lead capture page, whatever your main page is you want to send people to. So that's where it starts, okay? And then the idea is we want to encourage them to book a free appointment with us, book a free 30-minute Zoom call so we can get face-to-face with them. Because the whole idea of the strategy is that it's just way more effective. People are out there maybe looking to get into digital marketing, or they need some digital marketing tools for a project or something they're doing with their business. And, there's just a lot of noise out there. And there's, they look at maybe a handful or more of similar programs. They might not even know Builderall exists. And they're just, clicking and watching videos and everything else. But to have the ability to ask somebody some questions about it, right? That's just takes it to a whole nother level. So I think that's why it's been so effective for the top affiliates. So we lead them, instead of just trying to get them to buy something, through a squeeze page, or opt in to our lead magnet, maybe to get on our list. What our focus instead is really going to be to try to get them to book an appointment. All right. And then up here, I've also got, kind of as an aside, at the same time, we want to use this strategy with our current leads that we have in Builderall, maybe somebody that's on the free plan, right? And you can reach out to them via email with the same kind of video strategy with a video email. Again, the purpose of that email is going to be to try to get them to click on the button, which is going to have them book an appointment with you to get face-to-face for a half hour. Okay, so that happens, and when they book the appointment, both the customer and you are going to get email confirmation with the Zoom links and reminders. Okay, I'm going to show you all of this, and then you have the meeting, and I put down here, close the deal. Okay, so not to be salesy, okay, but you got to have the intention going in that this person needs Builderall, and it's my job to try to listen and understand what their problem is and find the solution for them and give them the solution. And, it's obviously the best value. So just go in it with the intention that you're going to try to help them find a solution to their problem. And that's really it. I would try to have a few standard things in your speech down. So you tell people about the funnel club and kind of guide them that way, and definitely highlight the benefits of that. Because again, if you're going to spend time with them one-on-one, why not make $199 on the sale the first month, right? So definitely talk about the funnel club, and you're just showing them around. Okay. So you'll have to practice a little bit, maybe, or just start doing it. Don't let practicing stop you from doing it. Okay. You can practice as you do it. And you know more than you think you do. You might think, well, I don't know that much to show somebody around, but from somebody that doesn't know anything, has never seen Builderall, trust me, you'll be like an expert. So then after that meeting, two things are going to happen. One, they're going to join. So if yes, they join, then you're going to send them an onboarding email sequence, right? And that may end up, once they're on your team, maybe you want to establish like a weekly Zoom meeting, or allow people on your team to book a half-hour appointment with you once a week. It depends. Now, a lot of these, let me pop out for you here just a second. A lot of these, something to consider with this strategy, it's not like super scalable. Okay. I mean, if you have a team of 800 people, you're probably not going to be able to do this kind of thing. But for just starting out, when you have, a more manageable amount of leads, you can afford to spend the time to build your team to do this kind of thing. So does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay. All right, cool. All right, let me get back to the share here. Okay, so then if they say, or the other thing, if they say no, you have the meeting and they don't join, then you want to get them into a follow-up email sequence where you're, continuing to stay in touch with them and trying to, again, provide solutions for their problems. Okay, so this is kind of the outline of what we're doing, and I'll start by showing you some things of my website. I just changed a bunch of stuff over here on my website to kind of employ this strategy. So let me go to a new tab and just take you there. So this is the website I use as my bridge page, my landing page where I want to send people. And let me bring up one more thing. Just a picture here. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to bring this picture over here too. So this is what it used to look like here. Okay. This is what it used to look like, the first fold. And, after looking at it and thinking about this strategy, I just thought this was too busy, and another thing I did is I went and looked at some of the top affiliates in Builderall. I looked at their sites where they send people. Okay. So that's, that's a good thing to do. You know what I mean? And I just decided this is too busy. I have, for local business owners, free training, and affiliate marketers, free training. And then here I actually have a link for the massive affiliate blueprint, that James has. I'm part of that. So I just thought, it's just too much. There's 3 different things to click here. There's a lot of wording. So this is what I changed it to. I changed it to this. So now, and you're also seeing the header. The header wasn't on the other one. That was just a picture. So now I've just gone real simple. Hi, I'm Keck. Let me help you build a profitable online business or bring your current business online. Book a Zoom call with me now. Oh, it doesn't have my latest version here. There it is. Yes, it's free. I just added that. Click here to access my calendar and book your Zoom call. So it's a lot more clear. You'll probably agree. This page, when somebody gets here, there's only really one action I'm looking to get them to take. And that's just some philosophy to think about. If it's too busy, if there's too many things you're promoting or whatever, maybe you should have a different site for some of those other things. But I just think that things are going more simple and clean. And when somebody comes here again, what do you have, 7 seconds maybe, before they decide to stay or go. So I just like to make it real simple. And then I have, picture me. I'm obviously branding all this to me. I've got my name here, some, credential type things, a couple of these badges from the, what is that thing called? Digital marketing, the certificate, full stack certification. So those are the 2 I've taken from that so far. So just something to think about. So basically with this, wherever your landing page is now, or whatever page you're going to use, and I'll go on to show you a little more of this just to give you some ideas. Down here, I just have a little more. I help both business owners and online entrepreneurs. That's kind of how I see it as an affiliate. Those are the two people I'm targeting: business owners, because they need the tools and they're nice, stable customers, and also people that want to make money online and get into affiliate marketing. So I just identify those two right here. I have some free training here, and this is the same chat bot I have on the Facebook thing. So I'm getting them to try to join my Facebook group and enjoy some of that training. And then I get into this, my online journey, and it's my story basically. And this is the part I want to show you. When I was looking at some of the top affiliate websites, this is what I was seeing. I was seeing their story. So it's a very personal branding thing. You're trying to create a little bond. People relate to you. My idea is here, first off, let me tell you, I'm no guru, right? I'm more of a guide on the side. So I tell them that up front. And I just want to point this out because this is really cool, because my story is really long on the page. And when we got this new hide the panel feature, I added this button to read more of my story. So now my whole story pops up there. And I talk about, just my story and how I got into digital marketing and all this stuff. And then I start to talk a little bit about the program, the 2-tier affiliate program, working together. And then I have the calculator here. You guys have seen this. So that's cool. I like that. And then just a little bit of the, I probably need to update this actually, like what you get with the premium plan, all these things, a couple of links to my social media there. So pretty simple, pretty simple. I mean, the website's always changing, but I thought, you know what? And I don't even have a lead magnet on this. I don't have, this kind of is the lead magnet. This is the value I'm trying to give them here is 30 minutes of my time. So it's not to say it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a lead magnet on here, but I really just kind of want to test it, this strategy just alone, to see how it works out first. All right. So let me stop for just a second, see if there's any questions. Anybody got any questions? Chip, go ahead.
I'm a big fan of Donald Miller and being really clear. And I wonder if you've considered taking the options in your header and moving them below the fold. So there really is only one place to go, at least until they start scrolling for all that other wonderful information.
Yeah, that's just furthering my point, really, that the power of simplicity. That's definitely something to consider. Yeah, I'll consider that, and everybody else should too. Yeah, there's still, with the header there, still presents several other
can go wandering
options. Yeah, you could go wandering, exactly, and that's the beauty of a funnel, versus just a static page like this. So yeah, it might be better to guide traffic to something that doesn't have a header. I could just create another page for that kind of thing. So that's a good idea. Thank you.
Hey, Keck, I see on your page, like you said, that you look at other people or leaders, people that are, promoting Builderall, and you basically I don't want to say that you copy, but actually copying is actually the greatest thing you could do when it comes to affiliate marketing. Because if it's working for somebody, it can work for you. All you have to do is just copy it and change it differently. Because I did the same thing. If I show you guys my little funnel that I have, it's the same thing how Keck has it. Of course, different, tailored to my brand, my name, and I have the calculator there. I also saw that Shelly has one as well. So, I saw that. I'm like, hey, I'll do that too. Keck saw it. Hey, he'll do that too. Because if it's working for somebody, it could probably work for you too.
Yeah, great point. Don't reinvent the wheel. If you see something that's rolling, get on board. And not to say something else couldn't work for you, if you work hard enough and everything. It's all about putting in the work. But yeah, duplicate success, right? Model success. Let's see. Question in the group from Roberto: how is the calendar integrated into the site? How did I do that? I think I grabbed the code. Is there an easier way for that, Gene, that you know of?
Well, I muted myself. For the calculator, yeah,
I mean the calculator, not the calendar.
Yeah, the calculator, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's an iframe. I can look into it. Well,
Yeah, I forgot where I got it. I think I went to the calculator on the main, like if you go to plans, the main Builderall page, go to plans. And actually, let me go back to share and I'll show you.
Yeah, and you just use that.
And that's what I have linked up here. Here for plans. I just had that linked right to the Builderall plans page. And I kind of built this, just FYI, to be congruent with the Builderall site. So they could think, oh, they're still on my site because it's the same colors. I click plans. It takes me to this plans page. They could get off here and I could lose them. But anyway, so yeah, on the plans page, or no, it's on the affiliate page, I think.
That's under affiliate.
Yeah, it's on the affiliate page. All right. So I don't think I have the affiliates page up here. No, I don't. No. So, but anyway, I went there and let me just go to the Builderall homepage then. All right, we'll go to the affiliate tab. Okay. Scroll down and oh, there it is. Earnings calculator. Okay, so I guess you could just do a link to that. I'm not sure if that's how I did it though. Obviously, you could do this and just have a. Well, that would be if you
use
wanted
probably an iframe.
Yeah, it's an iframe. I'm just trying the you need a code for the iframe though, so that's not it. Or did I? Let me see. Maybe I did the inspect.
Copying the, because I think that's how I have it.
I did it where you right click and do inspect like I'm doing here, and I found the code in here. I think it was right here, and I dropped that into an iframe. But I'm telling you guys, I am not up to this technical stuff. This is not something I've ever done or do. Only with this thing have I used this inspect thing to try to pull the code out. But I think that will work there. If you get in here and whatever you put your cursor on, that's where what's highlighted on the screen, that's that piece of code. And don't quote me on all this because I know just enough to be dangerous about it. Okay, so enough about that.
Thank you, Kurt.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so yeah, let's move on unless somebody else has a question.
I think I put the link in the chat to the calculator.
Okay, thank you. Link is in the chat. Fantastic. Okay, so let me put this down now. We'll go to the Cheetah page. Let me open up some Cheetah here. And we'll show you how to do this calendar and everything. Okay, here's the site and here's the page. Okay, so here we have our button. All right, and let me see, probably gonna have to move it out of the way a little bit to play with it here. All right, so the button, the link here is going to nowhere yet, okay? And where we want it to go is we want it to go to my calendar that I have set up for this, right? So the next thing we need to do is go to our calendar app here, Builderall booking app. And notice I have 3 calendars. And FYI, you can't click on them here. You got to get them over here. This is just where it tells you how many you have. And I made a calendar here called Teammate One-on-One Zoom Call. Okay, so let me open this up and I'll just go through the whole thing with you. Right at the top, though, it generates a link for you. So you can copy the link or you can view. You can go right to the schedule, and that's what it looks like. So I got a little branding up here again, so they know, who they're booking the appointment with. Tried to stay right with the colors. Real brief description. During our call, we will talk about what you want to accomplish with Builderall. It doesn't matter if you want to use the tools, promote them, or both. I'm here to help you succeed. Okay. Got the same copy here. And then they have the ability to book. Now notice they can, how did I set this one up? Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So they can't book anything for tomorrow. The next available is Friday. And I did that so I don't get these like surprise appointments like, oh, what? I got an appointment right now. So I'll show you how to do that too. So basically they just come here and they would click here and click on whatever they want, whatever appointment they want, enter their name, email, and hit schedule. Okay, I won't do that right now. I already have an example to show you. All right, so let's put this down. So that's just where you can view it. You can copy the link here and not sure. Oh, edit. I think you can put a custom, yeah, you can put a custom tail on this, I think. Do like that. So a little extra branding there. And I think that's right. I said it so confidently, like I knew what I was talking about, but that's the first time I tried it, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so here we go. Basic settings. The first one, logo. Upload a logo here. I just made this on Canva. Real simple. And all it's going to do, the only place it's going to show up is, let me go back to that view. You only have a very little space at top. So you can't have much out here. It's just pretty narrow, like my name is there. That's actually why I have it block on top of each other, because I didn't have much horizontal width to work with. So put a logo in there and you can customize the colors also, which I have yet to do, but it's definitely a good idea to do. I did the header, of course, and I used the same color from the button on the website. And so you can just modify these, but you definitely do some branding to it. So when they get here, it's just all congruent and they know it just seems seamless. All right, so we'll say save that. So you can customize your colors, get a logo in here. Here's where you put your title. Okay, and I do love this about this app too, is they have these little eyes where you can get a little further description. The title of the calendar will be displayed to your customers. Okay, that's good to know. So you can hover over wherever that is and it'll give you a little more description. So next we move on to time zone, and this whole thing is just fill in the blank. So it's super simple. So time zone, you have two options. You can either do predefined time zones or let the user select theirs. I do this one. Let the user select their time zone, and then the computer just figures it out. You know, that way I don't have to worry about, oh, it's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard, not Mountain or whatever. It just figures it out. So I just use that one clicked. You can do the other one if you want. After the subscription, now we have some choices here too. We have the choice of displaying a success message or redirect to a URL. I like this success message quite a bit. Now notice I've got typed in here, thanks for signing up. Let's see. Thanks for signing up to chat. How's that? Okay. And I'll show you how that looks when we get to test it here. So save, that's another thing. Every time you're on one of these bars working, once you open it, you either have to press save or cancel to move on. You can't move on. See this little thing comes up? Okay. So cancel. So scheduling is next. And again, title, hosts. I have one host, which is me. I only have one group because it's just me. You know, there's a lot of things you can do with the calendar with groups and everything, but we'll just talk about what we're using it for this application. So a little more description here. It's basically the same thing. And so here, when you start to decide your availability, you're going to say your starting point. And again, you can look to this little eye here. It says this feature, you can define the time intervals that will be scheduled. The lower the starting point, the greater the flexibility and possibilities in choosing a schedule. So I just put every 5 minutes here, and the interval, because that is the lowest one. And I just wanted to be as flexible as possible, like it said. And then on the interval between sessions, I just said 5 minutes, you know, just so I can get a little bathroom break if I need it or whatever. I set it at 30-minute duration for the actual meeting. Okay. And so what this is going to do then is the computer will, the program will figure it out. When somebody books, it'll automatically give me a little 5-minute space and adjust the next available appointment accordingly. So that's pretty cool. So it's only 30 minutes. If it were an hour or more, I could use the hours here. And okay, so here you select days you want to be available. Okay, I'm saying not available on Sunday, and Monday through Friday. And these are really just easy to move around like this, right? AM, PM. So Monday through Friday, I decided I'm going to make myself available for 2 hours for this. So from 2 to 4, I'm going to make myself in this calendar available to take these calls. Okay. And then I made some Saturday time available from 10 to 12. I'll probably have to stop that once my daughter's volleyball season starts because I take her to the games on Saturday. But if I need to do that, I'll just click that during the season and boom, not available. Okay. And let's see, with the pluses here. Oh yeah. So you could add other segments. Say I'm going to be available from 2 to 4, and then I'll be available again from 6 to 8. Okay. So that's just what that's all about. So select your times and then your available dates. Same thing. I just have everything checked. You know, if you're going to say, oh yeah, I forgot next April, I'm going to be, you know, backpacking in Europe all month, which I wouldn't do just because I can't backpack anymore. It sounds great. But anyway, you can just click it there and you're not working April. And you can put any special dates in that you don't want to work. Down here, block specific dates. Maybe you want to put in your birthday or anniversary. You got an appointment. You're going to be out of town, whatever. Sessions. This is important. The total number of sessions, for example, if you need 4 sessions 1 week to complete a tooth whitening, enter 4 here. With that, when your client makes an appointment on Monday at 8, he can also schedule at the same time the next 3 sessions totaling 4 sessions. On the other hand, enter 1 if you only need 1 single session. So you only want to do 1 session here. And this, I believe, is connected to the email. Yeah. So they register with whatever email they put in. That email is only going to be able to book 1 session, which is really good since it's a free call, because you don't want them to be continually booking sessions, the same person, because they have 1 consult and then you guys decide what you're going to do after that. If you want to do more, that's fine, but they can't automatically go into your schedule and do it. It's a one-time deal. If you wanted to offer, 2, you could do as many as you want here, and then that email would be able to register that many. Does it make sense? Okay. Availability. So set a threshold so your customers can see availability in the future. Okay. So here I just have indefinitely. Minimum attendance. Okay. Here is where you set the, I have it set for do not allow today or tomorrow. So they can't get a surprise appointment on me today or tomorrow. You could also say by days, 1 day, 2 days, however many hours. I used to have it set at 24 hours. That would work. Minutes or without minimum attendance. And when I first started using this, I saw this minimum attendance and I thought, well, there's no minimum attendance. I'll do it just for 1 person. So I had that one clicked, and that's not what you want. Because then they can book an appointment for you like 10 minutes before the appointment. And that happened to me and I missed that appointment. So do not allow today or tomorrow. I would select that, or like 24 hours or whatever suits you. Block specific dates. Again, this is where you're going to block if you have some specific dates to block. And advanced configurations. I'm not sure if I've seen this one yet. Let's see. Approve new appointments automatically. Okay, you can automatically approve them, or you can approve them manually. I've got it set for auto here. Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Allow subscribers to cancel their schedules. You definitely want that, because if you don't allow them to cancel the schedule and something comes up and they can't make it and they don't even have the ability to cancel, then who's wasting 30 minutes? That's me. So you definitely want to have them to have cancellation ability here. Also allow them to reschedule. Sure. Same thing here. Same thing. So display of unavailable times. So when I'm not available, I'm just going to either show as busy or it's going to be hidden. I just have it show as busy. That's just to your liking there, I believe. Okay. And then schedule limit by time. Okay, that's not going to apply for our application here. Schedule. Oh, this is the schedule limit by email. I thought it was for that one up there, the sessions, but it's actually, this is the one I was talking about. So schedule limit by email, no limit. You can set it to whatever you want. I'm going to set it to 1 because because that's my intention for this one. Is it's just an introductory, let me tell you about Builderall and let's get you started kind of thing. So that's where you do that there. And this, let me just read this to you to make sure I'm not missing something. This configuration is ideal if you have multiple hosts and each host performs an individual schedule. For example, if this is a group for beard cutting and in your barbershop, there are 3 professionals who do that, fill in the field below with this value, and thus it will be possible to receive 3 appointments at the same time. I see. Important, if you synchronize this group with Google Calendar, each event on your Google Calendar will be considered in that count. Okay, we don't care about that. All right, so that is if you have multiple people, say there's going to be 2 of us in the office taking calls from 2 to 4. That's where
Could
you
I
can
interject here, Keck?
Please do.
If you're using groups, you could set up the groups so that you have different time meetings. So you could have a half-hour meeting, a 15-minute meeting, or a 60-minute meeting. And then that, by setting that feature, that would allow it set to all those groups. You wouldn't be overbooking on those different time slots. So I can have someone sign up for a 15-minute meeting and then someone else sign up for a 60-minute meeting. And that setting means that the 15 minutes wouldn't be in the middle of the 60-minute one because it's comparing across all the groups.
Oh, okay. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I use the camera, the calendar.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't use it with any group applications. So thanks for chiming in on that. That's a pretty cool, pretty cool feature.
I'm using the groups to be able to set different time length of time slots for meetings.
Perfect. That's a good use of it. Cool. All right. Well, thank you. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this section here, which is scheduling. So we'll go down in here and hit our save button. And then we'll come over to the next one, which is form fields. And this is what, when they schedule their appointment, the form they're going to have. You can add fields here if you want more fields. It comes defaulted. This one has name, email address, and phone. And this is required, I think. If I hit edit here, I can make it required by pressing required. And then it will have the little red asterisk also. It's probably a good idea to do phone for Zoom calls, just in case you want to try to get a hold of them. If they're not showing up, you can get a hold of them maybe quickly on their phone. But I don't know how much, if any, it would hinder people signing up also. So that's why I'm rolling with it right now, not required. So for my purpose, I'm going to say optional. Okay. All right, so there's our form. That's fine. That's all I want to collect from them. So save. Next, communication. We
Hey,
have,
Keck.
yes.
Hey, this is Stacy. Just want to share something on
Sure.
the form, because you can ask questions. I think, is that the area I think where you can actually do something that's almost like a questionnaire if you want information? I think it's under form fields where you just were. Like when it said add fields, I'm trying to remember. I have a lot of calendars set up, but I'm trying to remember if that's the spot where you just were, where it just said form fields. You can use that to ask additional questions. So if you do need them to give you, there you go. So how much experience do you have working? Exactly. So that's why that's a great tool in case you need extra information for the meeting.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up because I forgot to mention that. This is a different one of my calendars where I have done that. And yeah, it's a great time saver. So when you have that call for 30 minutes, you're not having to go over what's your goals, how much experience do you have, or whatever you think are the big questions you're going to have to ask everybody. Just ask them right here in the form. That's what I've got: your goals, how much experience do you have working online, what's the biggest obstacle holding you back. I mean, those, if I know those 3 things, I feel like I can help identify somebody's problems and find solutions for them. But the cool thing about this is you can add just as many of these as you want. You can add, this form can just be as long as you want. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. All right, so let me go back.
Bray has a question in the chat.
Okay, lay it on me.
So it says, what do you do if your actual meeting needs to run later than scheduled, but you're up against the beginning of the next meeting. Who has to give in? Who
Yeah,
has
that's just kind of up to you. You know, I kind of roll like if we have a meeting and you're late, I mean, you kind of lose that time if I've got an obligation to somebody after that time. It's just the way I personally would look at it. So you can really do what you want there, I think. Am I understand the question right?
Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of how you want to roll. If you're absolutely rigid about your time and the time comes up, you say, well, okay, I'm in the middle of the sentence, but goodbye. I'll see you next time. Or you can maybe get over to the other guy and say, I'm running 3 minutes late. Just give me a moment to finish up. I guess it just depends on how you do it.
Yeah, you could do it either way. I'm trying to think, you know, you're not going to do it all through Zoom.
Can I
I would never book anything that close back to back. I book 30-minute get to know you chats, and I always basically leave an hour instead of the 30 minutes because it gives me a few minutes and it gives me room for running over. So personally, I would never recommend that you book anything back to back like that. You have to put that time in because things happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Gene, were you saying something?
Yeah, I was gonna say just what she said. Like when it comes to your scheduling, so you have, let's say, your 1 hour scheduling that they can schedule, but you want to have those intervals of like an hour or 30 minutes in between, so that if you book an appointment at 1, that's gonna be 1 hour, but the next person can book only the next appointment an hour later, not the next hour. So you have basically an hour gap to maybe prep or maybe to leave for if you go overtime and something like that.
And
Yeah.
there's a setting to allow for that, eh? To automatically build that in after with each meeting.
I don't think so.
You set it
Yes,
up.
there is. Yes, there
Yeah,
is.
you showed us that before, Keck. It's under it's the
Oh,
cadence and something else. It's a combination. You showed it already.
Oh, I did. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're asking then.
I
When you
think
schedule, you go
scheduling.
back to scheduling, it's there.
I don't know what it is we're talking about though.
Where you say in between, remember you mentioned that you
Oh,
leave
the intervals.
15
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
in between the intervals and the
yeah.
cadence.
Okay, yeah. Interval in between session.
Just
Is
set
this?
that for an hour.
You can set that for an hour. Yeah, you can set that. Like we say, you can do it for whatever you want. You could do for an hour. Now, I like the idea. Let me just do a couple comments. First off, what Ray was saying. Yeah, I wouldn't cut anybody off like that. Oh, there's your time. You know. In fact, if it was going really good, I think they were, you know, about to buy the funnel club or whatever, I'd probably try to keep going a little bit and maybe contact the other person. You just have to feel out every situation, you know. But I would also let's see. Trying to comment on a couple of things. So, oh, the other thing I thought was really good, what Stacy said was, I would plan on if you're gonna give a 30-minute session, just plan in your head and maybe on your calendar or something, or use the intervals to plan it more so you can have in your head. I'm planning on spending 45 minutes with this person. So when you do that right off the bat, they've already gotten value with this call. Now you're over delivering, right? So that over delivering on the front end, I think would be good too, if you just kind of plan on that. Make sense? All right.
Keck, since you're talking about the schedule right here, I was going to bring this up later, but I think it kind of makes sense. I wanted to share something I ran into that was a huge issue, couldn't figure it out for quite a while. Somewhere in your account, you set a time. I don't think it's in the booking app. I think it's in your Builderall account. And somewhere I had set my overall account to military time. Just hear me on this.
Okay.
Then on one of the calendars of the many that I have, we started setting them using regular time. But because we did that, there was an issue with the booking. It wouldn't work. It wasn't showing slots. There was an issue because I had military time somewhere in my account as a selection. And then on the calendar, it caused a problem. And so I just want to throw that out there so that wherever that original setting is, which again, I don't recall where it is. It's when you set it up. Somewhere I picked it because I love military time. But you just, if that's what you're using everywhere else, then that's what you have to use on this calendar as well, or you are going to have issues and errors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's in the profile settings in your profile.
Yes, that sounds right. Exactly. So just be aware.
Good to know. Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah,
passing
yeah.
that on.
Absolutely.
And Mark was raising his hand. I don't know if you still wanted to ask a question, Mark. Maybe not.
Mark, you with us? You got a question?
I was lost.
Now you are found.
I'm having a problem with this views thing, and I'm struggling with it. I'm okay.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let's zoom on into the, pun intended, let's zoom on into the communication section here. So we've got a couple options here. Do not send confirmation to subscribers, okay? Or yes, send confirmation to subscribers. So I don't even know why you wouldn't want to send confirmation. So, but definitely for this application, you do want to send confirmation immediately after scheduling confirmed. You can change that around here, the actual message, scheduling confirmed successfully, hello, lead name, your schedule for is confirmed. So here you can manipulate this, the email message that goes out. And let me see, immediately after scheduling, I think you could change the time it goes out, maybe not.
Hey,
Okay,
Keck, I just wanted to say something before you continue.
sure.
For you guys that have any questions and you want to raise your hands, I know that some of you have your video on, but since Keck is sharing his screen, I don't see everybody's video. I only see like 3 or 4, and I have to actually like scroll down to see everybody's video. And I saw that Curtis had his actual hand up, but if you do the digital hand where it says raise hand, it pops up over here for me. That way I can actually notify Keck who has their digital hand up,
Oh,
because I
okay.
can't see everybody's video like when we're not sharing the screen. When we're
Right,
not
right,
sharing the screen, you can actually raise your actual hand because I can see you.
right.
But when we're sharing the screen, do the digital hand. That way I can pay attention and it pops up for me here.
Good call. What's up, Kurt?
Just kind of a question back to the beginning when you have your button to open this calendar. Is this set up in an iframe? So it pops up?
No, it's got its own page.
Okay, so it goes to a completely different page. It's not a pop-up or anything over the top of it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
You bet.
And Stacy has her hand up.
Yes, ma'am. Stacy, go ahead.
Yes. So since he brought up iframe and you responded the way you did, this is something I was gonna give you later, but I have to tell you that you remember when you put that logo up and you said, oh, you can't do much here, it's a small logo. You can take this and put it in an iframe, and therefore you then can put a header and it looks marvelous. There's a lot of things you can do with it in an iframe. So you can use it in an iframe, just so you know. The calendar.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely possible, but not necessary.
Yeah, but it's awesome. It looks nice if you
Oh,
want
I'm
to do more
sure.
things with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just getting the standard, the way it is
Got
with this. Excellent. Yeah. No, that is an option. Okay, so then next we have the options to send emails to host when new sign up happens, and it also says I want to receive emails when new subscription happens. So I own the calendar and I'm also the host. So in this case, I just checked both. I probably could have just checked one, but more reminders the better is my idea here. All right, and continuing to scroll down to reminders now. Do not send any reminders, or yes, send reminders. So this is really cool here. And send to the host as well. So every time they get one, I get one. But you put in as many as you want here. New reminder, right? And then you just designate the days and the hours right below here, like such. Okay, I could say I want this reminder to go out 4 days, 1 hour and 30 minutes, right? Some crazy time like that. If you don't like it, you can just press the trash can. So I've got it set up right now to do, let's see, 1 hour before the meeting, 1 day before the meeting, and then 15 minutes before the meeting. So that's how I've got it set up: a day, an hour, 15 minutes. But you can do as many as you want. Just hit a new reminder here. So that's really cool. And okay, let's see. So here we have to use specific email sender. You can use a default email sender. Your current default sender is Builderall Booking. Your default sender can be changed on the preferences page, or here use specific email sender. If you want to use specific email for that group, please specify below. And that's what I've done. Again, because they're, I don't know how much, they may only have been found me, 5 minutes ago and clicked on this button to do the thing, to book the appointment. And then they get an email. I want to make sure it's, they know it's me, Keck Lynn. So I'm having the sender email be keck@kecklynn.com. My name, and again, reply to, I put the same here. And these have to be Mailing Boss verified emails, obviously. Okay. And then we press save. Okay. So there's communication, and then automation is next. A lot of good magic happening here. First with the syncing with your Google Calendar. This is not necessary. You don't have to do this, but if you don't, you're going to have to keep the calendar app open to see when you get appointments. So if you use a Google Calendar, this is a no-brainer. You press yes, I want to sync, and then you say add calendar, and then you just select your account here, and it's going to automatically pull your Google accounts. And you select your Google account, and then you select, let me get rid of this one, and then you select your calendar. Let's see. So I have a couple these are all my Google calendars. Okay. Now I made a specific Google calendar just for each calendar, each booking calendar I made a specific Google calendar also. And this one is named Teammate One-on-One Zoom Call. Okay. And let me just show you how that works really quick, or just how to do that. You go to your calendar, and on the left here, we have your My Calendar links. You just go to add a calendar right here, plus add other calendars. And here's the one I just added, Teammate One-on-One. So create new calendar. You just press create and just call it what you want, describe it, press the button, and you're off and running. So that's nice. Just so I know that calendar, I do have it showing on my big calendar. And it just keeps things cleaner in my mind. So that's kind of my flow. So real cool, real easy to integrate with Google Calendar. And okay. And then the next super cool piece of magic is the Zoom integration. Integrate with Zoom. Each new subscriber of this group will receive via email a Zoom link for the video conference with you, even if sending confirmation is disabled. Okay, so you select your account. Again, this is going to be your Zoom account. Okay, so it already knows that I have this. Now, here's the thing. Before you do this, you want to make sure you're logged into your Zoom. Okay, so it can know that you've got a Zoom account. And up top here, I have this Chrome extension called the Zoom Scheduler. I think that is necessary too. If you're trying to do it without it and it's not integrating, download this Zoom Scheduler. Okay, and let's see, that's just what it's called, Zoom Scheduler. So download that extension and just make sure that and you're logged into your account when you go ahead to try to click this and integrate, so it can find your account. But it's just that easy. It just finds it and you put it in there.
Keck, that Zoom schedule is not required. I don't have that, and I did it perfectly, and it works wonderful. It taps, it goes to zoom.us, and then zoom.us asks you, just like when you go into a meeting, do you want to open the app? And you say yes, and it does it, or it does it right on the website. You don't have to have that. Just to save people that trouble, just so you know.
So you don't need the scheduler.
No, not in order to integrate. No.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. Fantastic. All right. So enough about that. And the next would be subscribe to a list. Now, this is another cool thing because, like I mentioned, I don't have a lead magnet on that front page. But if they book an appointment, I can have them added to a list that way. So that's really cool. So subscribe to a list. I said yes. Select list. And I'm going to select. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, I already added it. It's right down here. Prospect Zoom call complete. That's what I named the list. Prospect Zoom call complete. And that's the name that only I'm going to see. So when I see that list, I know this is a list of people that I had a Zoom call with, and we've done that. Okay. And then available tags section here. I'm not using any of this for this. So I'm not even going to talk about this right now. So then you press save. And there you go. The automation is taken care of. And that's really it. The last one is payment. And we don't really have that yet. I've got not enable only because it's not hooked up yet. Super checkout coming soon. So there will come a time where this here will be live and we'll be able to take payment before people have to pay in order to have the appointment, and it'll be linked into super checkout. Yet to be seen exactly how that's going to work, but that will be cool. So we'll press save again. Okay, so now the calendar is completely set up. Again, you can press the view, and this is what it goes to. So this is kind of that static page, Kurt, that if you don't iframe it in, it'll just go here. Builderall booking dot all this nonsense here. So that's one way to do it. Okay, so the calendar's all done. So let's go back to our funnel builder and look at our plan here a little bit. So we got our bridge page, we've got our button. So now let's go back to our, let's go to our calendar and pick up the link here, copy. Okay, so now I will take this into Cheetah here for our link. And it's already in there. Okay, well, I don't know how that happened so fast. Maybe it's because I put it in there and I did have to refresh it once. So that's probably it. So, okay, select. All right, and let me just save this. That's fine. And go to the website. Let's go to the live site here and click on it. Oops, something went wrong. Couldn't find the page. Okay. I think I've put a different link in there after I put my name on the end of it. So let me go pick that link up again. And let me just go out to the dashboard here to calendars, teammate one-on-one, and I can get the embed right here. And is this the one I want to take? No, this is for the iframe right here. If you wanted to iframe it, this is what you would do here. So I just really want the link. So this is what I want, the link. I'll copy that. Close, go back here to link. And we'll paste that in. Okay, you see I've got the Keck Lynn on the end there. All right, I'm gonna have it open in a new tab and select. All right, save. That's fine. And let me just scoot. Okay. Let me just scoot this back up a little bit. So I had to move it to work on it. Right about there. Okay, and save again. Okay, so let's try it one more time now. Go to the website. Oops, something went wrong again. Let me refresh this one. Actually, let me go to incognito. Copy. Incognito just gets around the cache and the cookies and stuff. Okay, there it is. So there's the calendar. So looking good. Okie dokie. So let me go now back to our little plan here. And okay, so that's all done. We've got the the button on the bridge page. We've got the calendar set up and connected. We've got our confirmations set up here. Now, when somebody books an appointment, let me show you how it looks. Okay, we'll just go, let's see. We'll go to the calendar, and I already showed you this part. So let's see, name, we'll say Keck, and email address. Let's use a different one. Okay, that looks good. Yes, schedule. Okay, and so this is when we selected on there, you could either redirect them or have the thank you page. This is the thank you page, and I like it. And when I said, remember, I'm going to type right in here, thanks for signing up to the chat. That's where you customize that, and that's what I wrote in. Thanks for signing up to chat. Put whatever you want there. But I think this looks really nice. You can add, they can add their event to the Google their Google or Outlook or Yahoo calendars. It's got the time of the meeting here. And let's see, schedule details. Okay, and then I'll show you the email where the link is, because it says right here, the meeting link will be sent to you to your email. Okay, so anyway, I really like this page. Plus, it has these calendar integrations, and they're more likely to keep the appointment if they add it to their calendar right here. And if I wanted to redirect to a page and add all this stuff, I don't even know how to do that. So that's why one of the reasons I like this. So if you click this back to home page here, it takes them back to the calendar. All right, so that's how that looks. Any questions about that or comments? I really like that thank you page. You say have the option to redirect to a different page if you want.
Curtis has a
Tyree,
question in the chat.
or let me get Tyree first, and then whoever you said.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, Tyree.
I like that, Keck. I've been using the calendar, but I didn't put that page in there. So this is going to make a difference. I really like that. And the calendar does make a difference. And it creates a stronger connection. And at the same time, it shows the professionalism of what we have and who we are and what we have to offer. So I'm going to put that in. Once again, you nailed it. Once again, thank you, Keck.
Yeah, that's a nice little thank you page. I do think it raises your stock in your customer's perception because it's just, it works. It's nice. It's a nice user interface, user experience. Gene, did you say somebody had a question?
Curtis had a question.
When you're talking about the prospect list where you put them on a list that says completed call list, can you set it so that it automatically moves them from the original opt-in that they did on your page, let's say, so you can customize a follow-up sequence with somebody that you've actually had a conversation with?
Okay, what's the question in there? I'm not sure I got the question.
Essentially, when the booking calendar moves them to a new list,
okay,
can you set that list so that, or a tag or something about that list, so that it automatically moves them, unsubscribes them from their original list where they may have given you their name and address, and now it moves that information to a new list that has a follow-up sequence of emails based on the fact that you've had a personal conversation with them. So you want to give them a little more personal email rather than like a more of a sales approach from their original opt-in.
Okay, so you're assuming that they've already opted in and on your list by the time they show up to that book an appointment button.
Right.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, they're already on your list when they get there. I'm sure there's a way you could do that. I don't know how to tell you. Gene's got a thumbs up.
So yeah, so if they come in, what's wrong with my camera? If they come in and they opt in through your page, then they get to see your calendar, and you can add either a workflow like on Mailing Boss and have it that once Mailing Boss sees a certain tag, you want to remove that tag and add a different tag, and then also move them from that list to another list. So if you look at the workflow, it's easier to see it if you actually go to workflow on Mailing Boss, you open up that list where they first opted in, and then you want to do a move subscriber to whatever other list you want to send them to.
So it has to be done in the workflow rather than out of the booking app.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And under this scenario, Kurt and everybody, just realize under this scenario, I've got it set up for, let me go back to the share so I can just show you this. I've got it set up for, once you have the call, I don't know which email sequence they're going to get until the call's done, you know, so they could get two different email sequences. So I don't really have it. It's something you kind of would have to do manually, I think, you know, because you don't know what their response is. You know what I mean? If they join, then you're going to put them into the onboarding and the team stuff. And if they don't join, you're going to put them into a follow-up. So, you know, all the tag and list hopping and stuff is all, you can do anything you want with all that stuff. It mostly just makes my head hurt.
Easy has a question, but if you add a tag to each page, you'll be able to move them around through the workflow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and I do have a question, but I want to address what you just shared as well, because you made a really good point, Keck, about manually having to do it. I know the gentleman was asking, was there an automated way? But the truth of the matter is, when you have a conversation, first of all, just because you booked an appointment doesn't mean it actually occurred. So in my opinion,
right,
you know, it has to occur. And to me, to have to go in manually and just add a tag to that person, or you could do either or, add a tag or move them from one list to another list. But if you add a tag, if you already have it set up, that just adding that tag in based on, like you said, A, did the conversation take place? And B, what was the outcome or what's the next step? You would add a particular tag that could automatically make that generate certain sequences based on how you have it set up. So I think that manual piece of it, you know, it's nice to be able to set a lot of things up to automate, but sometimes they're just pieces of the pie that, you know, or pieces of the puzzle rather, that actually have to be done manually because things change.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. And it'd be better just to say, hey, this is part of my workflow. When I'm done with one of these Zoom meetings, I take that lead and I just either put the tag on them or put them in a different list or whatever you want there.
Exactly. So the comment that I had, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to add a great way that you could do that is if you activate CRM with this page or funnel, you can go in there and actually add specific tags to that specific lead so that, you know, then your automation kicks in because you added a certain tag. So that might be the manual / automation that you would have.
Right. Have the tag preset up and then you just decide who gets what tag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So Keck, what I was going to say is, because I didn't know if you were going to do this, but my favorite part about the way, one of my favorite parts, but I guess the favorite part about the way this works is after what you just did in setting that person up, let's just say someone went and subscribed to and scheduled a meeting with you. The best part is this: if you went right now into your Zoom and just clicked on meetings, all of the meetings that are scheduled this way show up in your Zoom, not on your main screen when you go in to join a meeting or start a meeting, but there's a little thing that says meetings, and you click on it, and all the meetings that are scheduled that you did through the booking app that integrated with Zoom are right there in your Zoom so that you can plan. And in case you didn't remember or you didn't see the email, they're in your Zoom. And I love
right here.
that. That is
under
like,
meetings. This is I'm in Shelly's account, so I don't want to like reveal all her secret meetings. But yeah, right here under meetings, for sure. Excellent. Okay. Anybody else? All right. Well, let me show you next how these emails look. So I just booked that appointment, right? And where do we end up? I booked that appointment. You saw the thank you page. And now let me go to my mail and show you how it looks on both ends, what you get as owning the calendar and what the subscriber gets. Okay, so this is what you get as the calendar owner, I believe. Yes, the calendar title, the group title, the status, the time, the date, the lead email. This is the email I used for the lead. And here is Zoom link for hosts. And here's the link and the date and the time. Okay. And yeah, this is just from some testing I did earlier on it. So that's our side. That's as the calendar owner, what we get. And as the subscriber, you get, is this right? Please click here in order to confirm your subscription to the list teammate Zoom call with Keck. For
I
any
think you
reason.
used your Yahoo email.
Yeah, I did. But it comes into the same, it comes into the same account here. Yeah, I think this is the one. Yep. So this is, no, I don't think this is, no, this is the one. I'm not sure. I'm a little confused here. Let me try to find that one. Okay. Yeah, that is not the Yahoo one. So let me just see. I'm sure that's come already.
You there, Keck?
Yes.
It's, I think when you set up the list, you set it to double opt-in. So you just need to change the list that's on your calendar to a single opt-in and just say it's for Builderall leads. That's why they're getting that, asking for confirmation of the subscription, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Because I just created that list and was messing with it too, but there's only one way to find out. Let's book another appointment, right? Let me do this. So let's test it again here. Okay, we'll take this appointment. This time I'll be Jim, and my email address will be, oh, I have so many email addresses. Yeah, let's try that one. Okay, good. Okay, there's my thank you page. And let's go back now. Here it is. Okay, so this is the one that just, okay, this one that came to me for being the calendar owner. Where is it? Or is it? Let me see. There's two different emails here. This one has Zoom links for host. This one does not. Oh, you know why that is? I think that's because I had it set up to send it both to the host and to me as the calendar owner. So that's why I'm getting these two. But where is my, the other one, on the other side? I sure don't see it. All right, let me send a test message real quick here. Info at.
You just got it. Look at
Oh,
your
it just
email.
came?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So this is it. Schedule. I guess it just takes a minute. Okay. Got to be patient, right? All right. So scheduling confirmed successfully. Okay. So this is what the customer gets here. Hello, Keck Lynn. Your schedule for date, time is confirmed. Link to meeting. Notice where mine said link for host or something. Same thing. Do you want to cancel your appointment? You want to reschedule? Remember, those are the two little check marks that we did click. I said it was a good idea. So that way, if they have to reschedule it, they can do that. They can cancel or reschedule. And again, I love this, add the event to their calendar, whether it be Google, Yahoo, or Outlook. So I think that all looks very professional and looks nice. Very nice. Now, I will tell you though, to your point, Steve, about the double opt-in, I did set this list for double opt-in. Okay. So, and it doesn't matter. They're still going to get the, at this point, they're not really opted into my list. I'll just show you here. They're opted in, but they're not verified. So let me go to lists and we'll go to that one, prospect, Zoom call complete, go to overview, subscribers. Okay, so you'll notice these are all me testing. Okay, info at No More Job Life, Jim, that was me. they're all unconfirmed status because I have this set up as a double opt-in. So my intention would be then, after the call, when I'm going to decide which way they go, then the next email I send them is going to be something for them to click on and confirm. Might even be giving away a free resource or whatever. Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, if you go back and look at your emails, because you set it to double opt-in, they've automatically got a subscription confirmation email already.
Yeah, you know, they do. And that's what was throwing me, because I thought I had it set down here for to not send it out immediately. Down here under, I think it's advanced. Trying to remember now. Welcome email I have set to no. And try to remember where that is.
Under pages, maybe.
Oh, that's where it is. You're right. Pages. Yep. So subscription, subscribe, confirm email. Or yeah, right here. Send at, send only once, and send at, the drop down gives us after send again after 24 hours, or send only once. But I guess I'm not really sure where to tell it when to send it or when not to send it. I guess, is it just automatic? It sends if somebody.
Yeah, if you have double opt-in, that's the first email that someone would get automatically.
There's no way to stop that from going out automatically.
No, unless you do, single opt-in and they get no email.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think, because I knew it was not confirmed and I wanted to point that out because I had it set to double. So maybe that would be a solution, is to set that to single opt-in for that. And then when you move them over to the next list, you could just make that list a double opt-in. I'm not completely sure. What do you guys think about that? I'm open to suggestions here.
So I would say when it comes to single opt-in, if it's for for your scheduling, Builderall, when you do single opt-in, you get a pop-up when you press save that tells you, why you want to do single opt-in. So you would put in the description there that it is for, they're scheduling a booking app appointment or something like that, just to let them know that, this is for booking. So they are already technically double confirming by one, putting in their email, and two, scheduling their appointment. So that's your double opt-in right there. So you would change.
That's the thing. I thought it was kind of baked into the system somehow, because they are doing multiple actions already. As soon as they click on the Zoom link to have the meeting, there's number 2, right?
And technically, they're not on a list yet at all, right?
Well, they are. Yeah, because in MailingBot, or in the booking calendar, remember, we set it up to add them to a list when they book the appointment.
Okay.
But they're not yet confirmed on a double opt-in, obviously. But they could be, for a single opt-in, it'd be good to go. So just some things to consider how you want to do it there.
Judy on the chat says that if you have spoken to them, then they must be confirmed as the email worked. Then just manually confirm them, wouldn't you? I guess you could do that if you want to manually confirm them.
I don't know. Is that even possible?
Yeah, you can confirm people manually on MailingBoss.
Oh, really? Okay, from just where I was, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's an option then. That's what I love about teaching stuff. I learned so much by teaching. Okay, so let's get back into it here. Let me go back to the screen share. And let's see, go back to our thingy here, our little blueprint. So we took a look at the emails. We did not look yet. Let's look on my calendar and see if anything popped up on my calendar, because I did that integration too, right? So don't remember when I scheduled. Oh, there they are. Those are the 3 appointments there. And look at this. I mean, this automatically goes into my Google Calendar. This is great. Zoom meeting, the link, date it's scheduled, the leads name. If they had the phone number, it would be there. So that's very nice. So that's how the integration looks when it gets to your Google Calendar. And then let's see, I'll drop this.
Hey, Keck, while you're moving to something else, can I just say something too about the Google
Sure.
Calendar? I just remembered. So
Yeah.
previously you said that you would create a Google Calendar for each of the groups. I just want to say, just from a conceptual viewpoint, see, so I have like 20 Google Calendars, right? But basically I only use my main personal calendar as the one that it integrates with, because the truth of the matter is, in addition to the availability you normally have on your booking app, you want to make sure that there's one calendar where you put your main appointment. So like if I make a doctor's appointment or a hair appointment or something with a client outside of the booking app, then basically it goes against that. And even if you have normal availability, by having one calendar where you're putting those appointments, it will see that appointment and it shows you it's busy and it won't allow them to book. If you have all these multiple calendars and each one and it's not pulling from one basic one, even on your multiple booking calendars, you still should have one basic one that is showing that you're not available. Otherwise, it's going to book appointments. You see, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need a whole Google Calendar for each of your booking app calendars. You just need a Google Calendar with your main appointments, so that if something is already scheduled, the booking app will see you as busy and not show you as available for booking purposes. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. However, I think with the automation, when you're syncing with the Google Calendar, and since I've already got it set up here, I don't remember. Let me set up a new calendar real quick.
You said you set up these different ones, and all I'm saying to you is most people have one main calendar where your main appointments are. That's your solid calendar. That's personal and it has everything on it. And if you have, and so let's just say you make a doctor's appointment for Tuesday at 10. And your group one, your calendar that you have, or your group calendar, whatever it is, doesn't sync with that one, and that's normally available booking time on your calendar, it's not going to see that you have that doctor's appointment and now show you as not being available. It's still going to allow that calendar to book because you have it synced with another calendar. Or you'd have to go into each one of those calendars and add it on for that one to read. So I'm telling you how it works in practicality for me, how I've done it for myself and clients.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And it all depends on your workflow and what makes sense for you. I'll get you in just a second, Steve. But I do think when you set it up here, you can decide which way the calendars sync. So the way I have it set up, it's only going to send my appointments from the booking app to my Google Calendar. It's not going to check availability on my Google Calendar, and I can't schedule from the Google Calendar, but I think those options exist. So that's why I want to just pull up a new one here.
Right, but the point is that the reason you wanted to, well, some may, I should say, you have to, but I just wanted to share because some people may want it to, again, in spite of the fact that you've already said when you're available for booking, if something comes up and you have it on your personal, that one main calendar, it will still see that if you have it synced both ways, which I do, and it will not allow for that appointment.
Right.
Because now you've scheduled something personal inside of those same hours that you normally accept appointments for.
Is that bottom read and write two-way?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought it up so I could point this out. So you could set it up like Stacy has it like this, send booking schedules to Google Calendar and use my Google Calendar appointments to manage my availability on booking. Okay. I usually just set it up with the read one way, use Google Calendar. No, syncing booking schedules to my Google Calendar. I usually just use this write one way. And that's why I have mine set up the way I do. But you're right. I've got to make sure that on all my other calendars that I don't have anything scheduled for between 2 and 4 or whatever time I'm committed on this schedule.
That's exactly right. And you know what, Keck, I think probably we're all so used to being home and not really having anything else except for those wonderful opportunities to talk to somebody on Zoom that maybe we're not thinking like that. But I'm saying in truth, in a more active world that we're accustomed to, even though we're not living it right now, there will be other appointments on calendars. So maybe right now it's not an issue.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And I think it's really about your workflow, how you understand it, how you want to use it. But I appreciate you bringing that up because that is a cool feature to be able to have the two-way right also. Okay, and this one must be the one I just made up here. So let me unactivate that one. Okay, so let's see where we are. So basically we've worked through this whole thing. The last thing I really want to show you is email videos, email video to leads. So let me just share a couple things with you about that. Again, it's the same idea that there's just the power in the face-to-face. And this is Bridget. If you follow Bridget, you've probably heard about this already, but she found this SendSpark, this little piece of software where it allows you to do basically send a video email. Now you can accomplish the same thing through Mailing Boss, through Mailing Boss. And you do that by basically making any picture you put in email and Mailing Boss can be clickable and have a link, right? So all you would do is you put a picture to make it look like a video skin and maybe a video icon on it, and then make the link when they click on the picture, go to the video you want them to watch. Okay, so you can do that through Mailing Boss pretty easily. But the thing that makes this cool is, see this little motion here? It's actually a GIF, but that motion, that little bit of the video playing, I think really draws people in and entices them to click. So let me show you what this looks like. So let's see, let me say done. So I've got a couple videos I made here, and this one is like an example for ours. Welcome to my team. Okay, so I'll just actually, let me go back because I want to show you the 3 dots here. You can share it, duplicate it, download, or delete it here. And there's some other software that actually will play the video in the email. It's called BombBomb, but it is $29 to $50, $29 to $49. There's 2 plans a month. And it does a good job. And it, you know, if you really like this strategy, it may work for you. Again, a lot of these things we can accomplish through Builderall, but if it's something you're going to do and it helps your workflow and it speeds you up and you're going to be doing it every day, it makes sense. It did for me to spend $27 or $29 on this for a lifetime membership. Super cheap. Okay, so you also, if you do go with something like SendSpark, you want to download their Chrome extension, and that allows you to do the screen share with your video, like little picture-in-picture. But you can even just drop a video in here, drop your video here, browse. So you could shoot it on whatever. You could take any video you have and just drop it in here. And then what's cool is you can customize the title. Okay, so welcome to my team. Okay, and I did this little logo in, I'll show you that in just a second. Message, Tom, right here. So this is where you personalize it. And here's the beauty of this is you can shoot this one video. Hey, welcome to my team. And all I did here was I said, hey, I'm Keck with Builderall. I don't know if you know it, but hey, you're on my team. So just wanted to reach out, let you know I'm here to help you as a team. When you succeed, I succeed. So I want to help you with whatever you need. So click the button below and schedule a little 30-minute chat with me, and we'll help get you moving in the right direction. You know, real simple, real personal. And then you can put a button here. So this is part of the magic that I really like. So for the button, I want to pick up my calendar now, and right here, pick up the embed, or no, I want the link. Yeah, I want the link, and then go back over to this thingy here, and I just paste that in right there. Okay, so now that button is going to take them right to my calendar, and that's what I'm going to be saying in there. Hey, click to do an appointment with me. Now, the little brush up here shows us some other things we can do, and that is caption. Hey, Tom, welcome. Let's chat. You can put that right on the video, and that kind of works as what we call a video wrap, right? So before, when the video shows up and they just see that movement in the email, they'll see that, hey, Tom, welcome, let's chat. And so you're using the same video for everybody, but all you have to do is go in here and write, you know, hey, Bill, welcome, let's chat, or whatever you want to do to personalize it for that person. Timestamp is optional here. It's good, I think, if you have it less than a minute to have the timestamp showing, because then people know, oh, this is a quick video, and people are more willing to invest if they know I'm only investing 56 seconds rather than, oh, this could be an 18-minute training video or whatever, right? And then I don't really know about this logo thing. I haven't figured that out very good, but that's not really important. So you could use something like this or BombBomb, or like I say, you could just use the Google or the Mailing Boss. And to do that, let's see. Okay, showed you that. What do we have here?
Keck?
Yes.
I put into the chat the link to SendSpark, which is currently on AppSumo for 39 bucks for life.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great deal. So, and then here you can copy the link to this here, and you kind of get a static landing page with this. And I'll show you how this works here in a second. Okay, so I think I've showed you everything here. Let's go to preview share page. Okay, so this will be what it looks like in the email, which I'm going to show you. There'll be just a little the box with my video there, and it'll say play video underneath it, and it'll have that movement. When they click the play video link, this is where it's going to take them. Okay, so I'll just leave that up, and now let me see, share video. Okay, so I'll click the share video, and we got a couple options here. You can embed the video, or you can just share the video. This share via email is what I've been doing, is the go-to. Just paste this into any email draft. So I can just copy this, copied. Okay, I can go up to either my Mailing Boss and say I'll find a template over here, and I'll take it, and I was already working on that one. That's nice. This is the other option. Okay, so this is the option of just making a picture and making it clickable, and you put your link in right here. Okay, so that would be the option of, you know, not using the SendSpark or something like that. But let me get rid of that one. Let's see. Let me just get rid of that, and we'll put in here paste or paste. Okay, so I just paste. Okay, now notice that back here, there was also an embed option if we wanted to embed. You could do that here and just pick this up. And in Mailing Boss, you would just put it, oh, this isn't the right one. You could just go to your box right here, and you see this little embed right here. It brings up this little edit code, and you could drop the code in right there. But I've tried that, and it does exactly the same thing. So it's a lot easier to just pick up the share via email, copy and paste. Okay, so let me find that one again. There it is. So that's what it looks like. And then, of course, you can do whatever else you want with the video, but that's the idea here. I don't have to have a button on this page. If I were doing it without SendSpark, I would want to then add a button to my page somewhere and say, you know, click here, click the button below to book the appointment. Okay. And of course, the other way you could do it is probably the way I will be doing it is just go through my regular Gmail. And as long as you have the same sender email from your list set up in your Gmail, like I've got everything forwarded to that, so I can check all my email, my Gmail. Every email I have goes into my same forwards to my one Gmail account, and I've got it set up so I can send from all those emails too. So I can just go into Gmail and set it up and do it that way also. All right, and then I will go to my email and just show you how it looks. I believe I have one down here. No, is that it? Bear with me just a second here. Here it is. Okay, so this is just me just copying and sending just this, right? Nothing else, no other text in here in email. I just sent this through Gmail. So they get this, And this one doesn't have the Tom. I must have done that before I wrote Tom on there, like, welcome, let's chat. But then you just click the watch video and it takes them to this kind of static page. And here they can actually click and watch the video. Now back in the email itself, you can't, when you click on this, it will take you here also. It's not going to play on screen, but it will take you here just like clicking on the, whether you click here or here, it's going to take you to this page. And then you got your message. Oh, there it is now. Hey, Tom, welcome. Let's chat. And then button text. I didn't write the text on there. I should have, but I did set the link. So you write the text on here, click your book your appointment, and you click it, boom, here they are in the calendar. So again, the whole idea is that is just the second kind of prong to this strategy. If you already have some leads in Builderall, like on the free plan, I would go ahead and, create at least one, I would create a little bit of a sequence, actually a couple of them videos trying to get them to book an appointment with you. And as soon as they book, I would go in and maybe take them out of that sequence. But I think that is strong too, because click-through rate. Let me stop here. What's the average open rate for emails? What do you guys think? Just open rate. Kurt, did you say you wanted to answer? You're saying 1%. 1%? 3%? Don says 4%. 3%. Yeah. So it's not much, right? 1 to 4%, we'll say. When I was watching the little BombBomb promo, the guy was saying he was getting like, I think he said 50% open rates. And Bridget, after using it just for a couple of days, because it gives you analytics also on SendSpark, where for each video you can click on it, it'll say how many people clicked on it, how many opened it, how many watched it. And she got over 20%. Like after, just using it for like 4 days, she said, I've got 20% open rate. This is incredible. So it doesn't sound like much, but in email, that's a great open rate. So just the idea of they see that little GIF image moving, right? And they watch the video, it's different. Not everybody's doing it. Again, it's more personal. And so what do you guys think? Questions, comments, complaints? Tyree.
Yes, it's almost like I spoke this into existence Monday when I said I wanted to take my training my marketing to another level. And again, bravo, you've done that. I'm gonna have
thank you for starting it with your thoughts.
I'm gonna have to go to a team training. I gotta train people. I really hate to leave because, man, Keck, you and the Fab, you and the other, Mag 5, you all have really made it easy for us to do things that we even want to do or think about doing. And I can say specifically for myself, it's so much more enjoyable when I don't have to put all the thinking process on my own. I really have gotten comfortable sitting back, being able to learn from you all instead of going through the process, trying to figure out things on my own. Man, you all are a true blessing. I really mean that.
Well, fantastic. Thanks for saying that.
So I want to, again, everybody, you all have a good night. I hate to leave early, but I got to go to another training. Man, Keck, this is great. And thank everyone for attending, because the more you all be on, the more I hate to miss.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. You all have a good night.
Thank you, Tyree. Good night. So I want to encourage you guys too, that start simple, start basic, start. We got to start, right? So start simple and basic. You can just have a real basic, like if you go to Chad Bartlett, he's one of the top affiliates, you go to his website, it's super basic, especially that first fold. It doesn't have to be fancy. So I encourage you to starting with just basic stuff. Get the page done. You're going to send people, get a picture of you, get the button, right? Get the framework, because we want to promote Builderall. We want to make commissions, right? And we've got all these different ways to drive traffic, Potentially, but we've got to have a framework set up first to send that traffic to. So think simple, think basic. It's you just up your page, set up your booking calendar, an email list. It's really not that much. It's, you know, you should be able to set that all up pretty handily in a day or two. You know, you could set this whole system up. It's just a matter of starting to do it and putting yourself out there. And I think it can be very, very powerful for you. Back to questions, comments, or complaints. Go ahead.
Hey, Keck,
Gene.
can you make me a co-host again? Because I lost connection. So I
Oh,
can't-
sure, sure, sure. Let's see. I dubbed the co-host. Okay. Chief.
Can you show me where you did that thank you page again?
Yeah. Yeah, the thank you page is automatic when you select, let me share it here. Is automatic when you select, let me open up a calendar here. Calendar, edit. Let's see. Okay, so that's going to be, I think, in communication. Use default. No, not communication. Maybe scheduling. Oh, I got to press the cancel. Okay, let's see if it's in scheduling. No. Oh, it must be an automation. No, I must have missed it. All right, let me see where it is. Let me see where it is. I'll start from the beginning here. It's not there. I do not see it there. I don't think it'd be in form fields. No.
I think you missed it at the first one on basic settings.
Okay, time zone.
Thanks for signing
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Here it is. Thank you. Was that Richard?
Yes, it was.
Thank you, buddy. Okay, so yes, action after subscription, you can choose to redirect, or if you choose this one, they're going to get that thank you page, and all you have to customize is that top message. Does that make sense? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the page. I wish I built it, but yep, that's all there is to it. Boop. Good question. Who thinks who's gonna do this? Who's gonna implement this strategy? Excellent. Cool. Well, we'd be doing it together. Good. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it works. Especially without a lead capture, without a lead magnet on mine, I'll let it run for a while and see. All right. Any other questions? No?
Yeah, hi, Keck, it's Gabriel. I have a question.
Yes.
I saw that that they do have the option when they get the email or after they book the appointment to connect with their Google Calendar or Outlook. When we set it up on our end, we only have the option to integrate with Google Calendar. Can we integrate also with Outlook on our end?
I don't
Or
think
me
yet,
as-
but I think
me
it's
as the host. Me as the host, when I get it, because you get an email, I didn't see it in your email, the confirmation. Can I also click on it and book it on my Outlook?
I don't think so. I think just the customer gets that one. I think
If
in
I'm not
Outlook,
mistaken, excuse me, if I'm not mistaken, if you go into Google and you can integrate Google into your Outlook. So it's
okay.
a little of a workaround, but you can integrate your other calendars into Google so that Google is displaying in those calendars.
Okay. I did hear a rumor too. I think we're going to get Outlook integration just like we have the Gmail integration. It hasn't happened yet, but I think that's coming.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? All right, you guys. Well, I appreciate you being with us. I guess we'll just shut it down now if nobody's got any complaints. All right, you guys. Well, appreciate you being with me, and we'll sign off for now. And I look forward to seeing you all around the internet. Appreciate being with you.
Gene, everybody have a
Hey,
good evening.
Keck.
Thanks,
Yes.
Keck.
All right, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Hey, Keck.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
I just thought of a question. I just realized you really want complaints, but I don't have a complaint. I have a question. I asked earlier, I'm just wondering if anybody who's on knows the answer to this question. I'd asked this not here, but in one of the groups. Are we able to send emails or sequences to multiple lists at the
Yeah,
same time?
I saw your question in there before. I
Or
don't
is there a
know.
way to do it to make it easier?
Okay, Gene's nodding his head. Tell us.
Talk to me, Gene.
So you meant to say one way that I'm thinking of. Let's say I have a product coming out with, and I have multiple lists. So I want to send an email blast, but I want to make sure that everybody on my list, whether it's a diet pill list, network marketing list, Builderall list, I want all those lists that I have in my Builderall account. I want them to get that email, and you're able to do that when you go to your campaigns or email sequence. It gives you an option to select what list you want that email to be sent to, and you can select.
Wait, hold on, because when you say when you go to, are we talking about one workflow? Can I pull in multiple lists in one workflow? Where are we speaking? Because I want to do one step. I want to go in, create whether it's a campaign, which in this case means a single email, which is the most confusing thing, or it's a set of sequences. If I'm doing it in the workflow, in that workflow, can I tell it to send it to this, and this list? I'm in Mailing Boss now.
Hold on, let me close up. I have so many tabs, and I'm gonna share my screen. Through workflow, I don't think I've done it, but if you go through actual like campaigns, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay. So then go to email sequence.
Yeah. So let's say I want to send an email. So let's go create an email. I want to create a new email sequence, and I'm gonna list.
Right, but then you just hit one list.
Where did it go? Huh. I know I've done it before. There you go. Let's see. Campaign regular. Let's see, call this test. Create a new sequence list. And then, here we go. Right here. So campaign X-ray recipients.
Okay.
So these are all my lists that I have here. So then you
can you pick one or more than one?
No, you can keep adding. So I add more. Then I'll choose another list.
Got it. So this is under create a new campaign, but a campaign is just one email, not a sequence. Yeah. But you could choose a sequence down there, it looks like.
So if you have a sequence already like pre-made, then you'll select the sequence, and then what list. There's the main list they want to send it to, but then let's say you want to add other lists because you want them to know about this new stuff. Then it's called campaign X-ray recipients. I could have sworn it was named something else. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while.
Fantastic find there. I did look for that. I spent some time looking to try to answer that with workflow today, Stacy, and I couldn't figure it out. So
well, thank you for trying, Keck. I appreciate it.
To Gene.
But Gene, let me ask you a question. So when you click sequence in that instance, the way you just did, is that a sequence, meaning an email inside of a sequence of emails, or is that the whole sequence? Because it looks like it's just one. Like what it looked like was your sequence, which has 8 emails in it. It looks like you were only grabbing one of those emails. That it's not an automated thing where they're going to get all of them. So let's just say it's a sequence that goes out once a week for the next 3 weeks. It didn't look like you were getting the whole thing. It looked like you were getting one of those emails.
No, so it says here how many campaigns I have, like, how many emails I have in there. So here.
Oh, okay, 7. Oh, okay, I get it now. I misunderstood
If I
it.
don't
Got
choose
it.
anything, then it would be a one
Creating
email.
a new one. It would be the new one that you would create. Awesome. Thank you for that. That was a great find. I appreciate it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Excellent. All right. Anybody else? Okay, we're going to cut it off. You guys have a good night, and we will see you around.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.